She actually loves winter hiking. It's funny because my friend was like, I really want to get a hiking dog. And I'm like, you're looking at one right here. This little one can just go. Tinley and I have both gotten really into winter hiking ever since 2019. Like, I never would have gone even just walking outside in the winter. I would not have done it. But after getting Tinley, I saw how much she just loved the snow, and it just like made me excited to go out into the snow, which is something I never would have had excitement to do before. So that's where it kind of started, was just me going outside and taking walks in the winter. Then I found this girl on YouTube called Cecilia, and she's from the North Pole. She takes her dog like actually winter hiking in the North Pole. She made all these videos about the gear that she wears when she goes out winter hiking, and of course that got me down a rabbit hole of winter gear. And this was back, you know, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Oh my god, what year is it? 2022? 2 years ago. So ever since then, I've gone through a few different products from Amazon. I have now landed on my, like, what do you call it? The trifecta? But it's not 3 things, it's multiple things. So I've like landed on the best products. I'm going to discuss all of the best products that I use to go winter hiking. I'll start from the head up. The first thing is a Bluetooth winter hat. I just told my coworker about this, and I was like, have you ever heard of a Bluetooth winter hat? And she was like, no, what is that? And I was like, how have you not heard about this? And I got this for my mom for Christmas as well. Ever since I got Tinley and I started the neighborhood walks in the winter, she has started neighborhood walks now. So this is the coolest thing. I just turn this on and it connects to my phone, and then as I'm walking I can have phone conversations, or I can listen to music or podcasts, or if I'm working and I have a work call that I want to take, you know, walking around the neighborhood, I can do a work call while I'm walking. It's just the best, and it's actually super warm. It's super, super warm. Now, the one thing I will point out that I did realize this season is that it does not have 2 speakers. There's a product out there that does have 2 speakers, like one for each ear. I would probably get that one. But the other nice thing about only having a speaker for one ear is that it's not noise canceling. When you're walking outside, especially if you're in a neighborhood, you don't want to be completely noise canceled from cars or coyotes or a biker, you know, who's yelling on your right, on your left. You know how the bikers yell at you like on your left. So you don't want to be completely not able to hear, and that's what I really like about this hat as well, is that even though the music is loud enough that it's not, I can hear it over traffic, it's not so loud that I can't hear the traffic. This is the very first thing that I put on my head, is this hat. Now the next piece of gear, and this is if it's really cold outside, is this is like a, it's like a hooded thing. It's supposed to go over your mouth, and this is your head. And here's your eyeballs, and like here's your mouth. So I actually put this on as kind of like a nose thing that goes up here. Instead of having this hood over my head, I'll slip this over my head, and then I'll just put this hood down. So it's kind of like a neck covering, and it actually goes really high up. So I keep kind of like the hood up here. That's not at all how you're supposed to wear it, but I personally love it. It also has this drawstring so that you can tighten it so that it actually stays up. And this is supposed to be for the hood, but like I said, I put it over my neck, and then I tighten this drawstring like over my mouth. What's nice about the way that I wear it, even though I'm wearing it backwards and over my face like that instead of this way, is that this actually covers my face. And if I want to cover, there's times during your walk that you want your face covered, and there's times that you don't. If you're like really huffing and puffing, you don't want your face covered because then it's just getting wet from your breath. So what I like about this is I can tighten it and drawstring it for a few minutes, and then I can just loosen it and bring it down, but it's still covering my whole neck. I just think it's really nice. I always put on this, like, I don't know, it's like a, I don't know what to call this. This is really nice just for this area, but like I said, it doesn't cover up here. So this goes on first, and then this goes on over if it's super, super cold. If it's just like 20 degrees, then I'll just wear this and my winter hat and I'm fine. I will go out walking in negative degrees and I'm fine. I'm totally comfortable. When I go winter hiking or when I go for winter walks, I really want to be able to go from just working at my desk next to my heater where I'm super warm wearing normal clothes to outside walking, and I don't want it to be a whole production of having to change into workout clothes, have 20 minutes to pack myself up. Like, I don't have that time. I want to be able to get in a 45-minute walk, and I want it to be like 15 minutes from desk to door and door to desk. You know what I'm saying? So for the first set of winter hiking gear, I am just going to approach this as if it's like 20 degrees outside, 10 to 20 degrees. So if that's the case and it's above like 0, if it's not negative degrees, then this is my routine. First of all, I love these jogger pants, and I'm usually wearing some sort of a jogger pant. I got these in a pack. I bought like 4 or 5 of these because I love them so much. I will link them down below, but they've got pockets too. And what I like about these is that I can wear a work blouse and tuck in the work blouse, and it looks so chic if I were to stand up during a work conference call, or if something happens and my camera falls and people see my pants. So I feel dressed and put together wearing just these black joggers and a work blouse, but then as soon as it's time for me to go for a walk, a workout or something, all I have to do is take off the work blouse and put on a sports bra, and I can do my Pilates. If it's just a normal work day and I'm just wearing a work blouse and these joggers, I will still go for a walk around 11 o'clock or around lunchtime. I won't change and do a whole like shebang. So pretend I'm just in a blouse instead of a sports bra because I just worked out. If it's just a normal day, then I will just throw on some snow pants, some insulated snow pants. I have 2 types of snow pants that I love. One is an overall. I've got the overalls because I have such a skinny waist that a lot of times the pants just fall off. But what I didn't like about the overalls is that it was kind of hard to get it on and off. And second, it was like too short here. Because of the way my body was. It was like the torso was too short, but the pants were okay, and it just wasn't working. So I actually found these other winter pants, which I like a whole lot better. I'm usually putting these over either my jogging pants or a pair of jeans. So when it's going over another set of pants, it actually works out kind of well, and I almost rarely button them. There's like a button and a zipper. I'll zip them up, but I almost never button them. So I just throw these on like over my jogging pants, like this. These will keep me warm on my walk without having to actually change. Then I just put on these boots, and I love these boots. I have a pair of these boots here, and I have another pair in downtown Chicago. What I love about them is I don't need to wear socks, which sounds super gross, but I don't wear socks with them. My feet are super, super warm. I've gone out walking in negative degrees with no socks and had like a mild chill to my foot. It was not cold. And if I go out and it's above 0 degrees, my foot is not cold at all. They're so comfortable and sturdy. Like, I have pedicures, and my pedicures don't get messed up going for long walks in these boots. And they're just so durable. And the bottom has a really good grip to it. So I have additional grips that I'll put on my boots if it's super icy outside and I'm going winter hiking. But for a normal walk around the neighborhood, this grip is actually really, really good. We just had an ice storm here, and I did not put on my ice clamps, and I was fine with these boots. So these are winners, and I just put these over my snow pants. Then I just put on this Fleece Zip Up, and this is so warm. I don't know that this is wool. I will have to check, and I'll like clarify if it's wool or not in the video, but it's so warm, and I can put this over a sports bra or just a tank top blouse because I just like to wear tank top blouses while I'm working. And this is really, really warm, and it zips up kind of high up, and it was cheap. It's not like North Face or something that's super expensive, so I'm all about cheap things that like get the job done. And then I have this little neck thing that I always wear because my neck just always gets a little cold. And then I put my coat over this, and then I put on my winter hat. So that's the ensemble if I'm just going for a walk around the neighborhood, and it's super fast to just take everything on and everything off. And the best thing about winter walking, at least for me, is that I don't sweat. When I come home, I don't feel like I'm sweating. These are the absolute best dog booties ever. I went through so many types of booties, and these are honestly the best. First of all, they are fleece lined, which is super comfortable for Tinley. And second of all, they're super easy to get on and off because you just slip them on her paw, and then it's a drawstring. So it's so easy for one person to just get them on and then drawstring it. She had another pair that I really liked too, that it was like Velcro and it went over this way. Those were nice. Sometimes she tries to bite this to like get it off. I mean, she's kind of stopped now, but it's not so long that she would trip over it. This drawstring isn't so long that she would trip over it. But I kind of liked the Velcro ones because this wasn't flopping around. But I don't know if they still make them. If they do, I will link it down below, but I'll definitely link these. And they stay on, and she has such skinny legs. She has like a big paw and then skinny legs. And the fact that it's drawstring, I mean, it can tighten to, you know, my finger, my pinky finger. So it tightens on her leg really, really well. We don't wear them for super long walks. I mean, if it's cold and icy enough that she needs these, she is not out that long. But she's worn them for a good half an hour outside before, and she can run in them, she can jump in them, and they do not come off. So these are super fantastic. When we get inside, I always take these off and wipe down her paws, and I put a little bit of coconut oil on her paws just to, you know, keep them hydrated. I don't know if that's the word. But I don't even need to wipe. When I wipe down her paws, there's nothing on her paws because no snow or salt or anything gets through these booties. They are just awesome, and I have put them through the wash before. I don't dry them, I just air dry them, but I've put them through the washing machine and they've been fine. I love them. So that's it. Those are all of my winter hiking gear. What am I trying to say? That's all my winter hiking gear. I call it winter hiking. Honestly, I probably go for a winter hike like twice a month, and every other day it's just me walking the neighborhood, and I'm walking in the suburbs like I'm on a winter hike. And hopefully, if you are not a big winter walker, maybe this is inspiring you to get out and winter walk because it is so pretty in the snow. I can't even imagine not going to parks and walking around. I can't imagine my life before I got Tinley, like that life where that wasn't a thing that I was doing.